Hi Cancer, and welcome to your monthly reading for February. This is a reading for your Sun, Moon, Rising and or Venus sign. So if you have Cancer in one of these aspects, this is your reading. Welcome also to all the cross watchers. I'm going to lay out today my Magic Soul Tarot, and I'm going to do the Celtic Cross. I'm going to pull in advice as well. And we're also going to pull one card from the Moonology Oracle deck to get further information about your February. So, what are the energies for Cancer? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What are the energies for Cancer? The Wheel of Fortune. Something is changing. Then the Three of Wands, the Hermit, Four of Pentacles, the Eight of Swords, and then the King of Pentacles. Your energy, very beautiful, the Star. Then the Princess of Cups, which is the Page, the Four of Cups, and we have the King of Wands. The advice over here at the bottom of the deck is death, so underlying theme here. So let's pull one more card and then we're gonna go deeper into your reading. I mean, what are you moving out of, right? That's really incredible because we have the Eight of Wands, the Eight of Swords here. In the past, some sort of progress has been. Well, there hasn't been a progress, has it? So while the eights in tarot are all about progress, with the Eight of Swords is about not progressing because of limiting beliefs, self-sabotage, or feeling like a situation is kind of like stuck. Something is just not moving forward. So let's get that energy. We're going to look at this later. So somebody here might have said, oh, I can't do this because, or this is not happening because, finding reasons of why something is not working. It might also be the energy of, oh, but what should other people think, right? So being so much focused on what other people think about something that you do or that you decide upon, that it keeps you stuck in where you actually don't really want to be. So it's preventing progress, and that's what we see in the past. May that be you, may it be another person, may it be limiting belief, self-sabotage, finding reasons of why something is not possible instead of finding reasons of why something can be possible and achieved. Or simply an energy of, I feel stuck, maybe stuck in my own mind, stuck in the thoughts I have about a situation, and I'm just not moving forward. This is changing now. So there is a big change, a change to the positive, and I can see this with you being more hopeful again. It feels almost like hope is back in your life. You can see that you are on the right path. You can see a future now. You're more positive, more optimistic. You're inspired in some shape or form. And for some of you, this might be another person. Another person might inspire you here and give you back your sense of hope, or that you are on the right path. There might also be some sort of offer coming towards you, which again could be the thing why you feel more hopeful again. What I want to do before we go too far away from the past is to go to the moon. Because with the moon as the advice, the moon asks you to question your thoughts about a situation. Is what you think, what you believe about a situation, is that really true? And therefore the moon and the Eight of Swords seem to be connected. So I do feel like what you need to learn is that not all the things that you think are true. Sometimes things look different, or sometimes you see a situation and you think, oh, it's this thing, but it turns out to be another. So with the moon, you need to see things clearly, but you might not be able to do this at the moment. So sometimes the moon therefore can say, wait till the sun is shining. Wait until you see things more clearly. That might be one part. Or Question your thoughts and what you believe about a situation, because it might be different, and over time it might reveal itself in a different light. And I feel like it has to do with those limiting beliefs and fears that kept you trapped, maybe even kept you trapped in a cycle here. So that's something I can see here. And as the underlying energy, which I feel is quite significant, we have death, and then the Wheel of Fortune as the main energy. So that tells me that something is changing, transforming, you're letting go of limiting beliefs. Something is changing, and I feel like it's connected again to this energy that we were coming out of here. And this is why I felt like I need to go into these cards first. Usually I do these last, but I feel like it's connected to the past energy that you're moving out of. And since things are just starting to move again, to move forward, to change, I feel like this is so important for you to understand that the way you think about a situation or how you view a situation, I feel like this is something that is changing now. Needing to let go of a way of thinking, a limiting belief, needing to let go of a way of behaving, something that kept you stuck. So something is really changing here, and I feel like for the better, especially with all the cards that are coming now up here. But the whole changing energy is also connected to letting go of something. Maybe you saw suddenly clearly that you actually do need to let go of something or someone. That with the Death card can always be a possibility. But in general, the Death card is also a card of transitioning. Letting go of one thing, making space, making room, clearing out in order for the new thing to arrive. So what are you thinking about? The Hermit. With the Hermit, you're thinking about, it does feel like you are reflecting, and therefore you're gaining deep knowledge about yourself, about a situation from the past, and I feel also like about the present. And that again is going to help you to move forward into the future. So with the Hermit, what you're doing currently in February is reflecting about yourself and the situation of the past and gaining more insight and more knowledge. And the answers are coming to you, but not from the outside. They are coming from within, because you realize things. It's about realizing who you are, who you were, or realizing something about a situation. And this realization, this aha moment, this bing, this is part of something that is significantly changing. And I feel what's absolutely changing is you. I feel like you are the Wheel of Fortune. It doesn't mean that there can't be things changing and happening and moving now in the outside, but I feel like a big part that is changing is you. And you feel, with the Four of Pentacles, you feel more secure, you feel more stable. So the Four of Pentacles talk about stability, security, and this is in your emotional side, so you feel more secure and more stable again. And that's nice as well, because that's also how you move away from the Eight of Swords, if the Eight of Swords is connected to you. It might be connected to a situation that wasn't moving forward, maybe to another person who couldn't get out of their own prison of the mind. But you yourself, you feel more stable and secure here. And I feel like this is also all part of a situation changing, you moving forward. With the Three of Wands in the challenging position can talk about a waiting time. So even though in a way things are changing, you are changing, some sort of journey might be delayed. The Three of Wands talks about delays, so either a journey is delayed, some sort of progress is delayed, maybe this whole change that is now happening was delayed, and this is like why things are a bit challenging and a little bit difficult. It does feel like in the situation where this relates to, beside the fact that this really feels like an energy of self-development, of reflecting, of changing yourself, changing beliefs, being more positive, optimistic, hopeful for the future. I do feel this is connected to a certain situation in your life where all of this has been triggered, where you have been put into this situation where you needed to reflect about yourself and the past and that situation. And connected to this situation, I feel like there is still the challenge of things taking a while. Maybe you cannot see beyond the horizon at the moment. Maybe all you can see is the next step. And at the moment where you listen to that reading, at the moment you might not know how a situation is going to develop further ahead down the line. So for you, it's like, I can see up until here, and that's what I'm doing now. It's a bit challenging because I don't know what's coming next, but that's what I'm doing. And like I said, there's some sort of obstacles that you need to overcome. There might be some sort of obstacles that you need to overcome in order to make progress on that journey. For some of you, maybe you want to actually move or travel and want to make a change, but that might be delayed here as well. The King of Pentacles in the near future might be some sort of essential advice, piece of information or advice that you're going to get connected to business, finances, home. The King of Pentacles gives you information about how to achieve your long-term plans. It could be a financial advisor. It could be somebody who's very grounded, very traditional. So this is about a traditional approach, a very grounded, pragmatic, traditional approach. So either the king, it doesn't need to be a man, it can come into your life as a woman, but either this King of Pentacles energy comes in as an advisor, as a coach, as somebody in a leading position who says, Cancer, if you want to reach that goal in the long-term future, this is your approach, but you need to walk a traditional way. You need to be grounded. You need to do one step at a time. Be patient. It's a long journey that you're taking now, but if you do and take the steps, then you are going to achieve the long-term success, the long-term stability. If this is not another person saying these things to you, coming towards you like that, the King of Pentacles can talk about that you are embodying the energy, and that you are now, especially with this card in this position, the way we talked about it, that you are now getting clear about your long-term plans. And you're like, okay, I'm looking at those long-term plans now. I'm looking where I want to be in 5 and 10 years and how to achieve those goals. You might be looking more into, for some of you, this might connect to business and finances. For some of you, this might connect to family matters and your home life. For some of you, this could also be connected to the body, right? This can be somebody who's very healthy. So you might receive some help in terms of advice when it comes to your health or nutrition. That might also be something here. Again, if this is not another person that gives you the advice, you are embodying this energy, and therefore the things that the King of Pentacles does are now things that you are doing now. Being very grounded in your approach to achieve a long-term goal. And like I said, you are already in the energy of the star. So something has happened in the past that was either drastic, it was a shock, a crisis, it was a breaking down, it was something that wasn't very pleasant. And with the star card that we have here, it tells me, especially with the change here, especially with everything that we see here, there were fears and insecurities. It's about a change, a transitioning, a letting go, and letting go in order to say yes to the future, a positive change here. You feeling more stable and secure, reflecting about who you were, what a situation was, where you are now, where a situation is now, and where you want to go or take a situation to. Gaining those really important insights. And with the star, it's now like being so positive for the future. And this is a turning point. You are at a the Wheel of Fortune is a turning point as well, but also the star is a turning point where now you're going to focus on to the future. Even though there might be obstacles, even though there might be challenges or delays, but it doesn't matter. You're now focusing towards the future. The Princess of Cups here tells me that there's somebody, either there is a new person in your environment. That could be a new beginning with an existing person. If that is the case, it's an emotional new beginning, a happy new beginning. There might be some sort of offer coming towards you that's going to make you happy. That's going to be part of you being more happy or more positive and optimistic regarding the future. It could be a child, it could be a younger person here that is in some way connected to your emotions. So there could be a conversation with a child, with a younger person, or with a new person, or with a person that is existing, but then it is about a new beginning. There could be a conversation, there could be an offer, There could be some sort of apology, or a message coming in that might be quite emotional here. Your hopes and fears, the Four of Cups is absolutely, I'd say, a fear. So I feel like your fear is that something is not going to make you happy, or that you're not going to be fulfilled, or maybe that somebody is not going to be happy and fulfilled here. You might fear frustration, boredom, or you might fear that the things that are being offered now are going to turn out not as expected. With the King of Wands, we again have the same and a similar energy to the King of Pentacles, in that sense that there might be some sort of advice. In terms of the King of Wands, he's very experienced, he as well, but he's very pragmatic and more connected to business, finances, home, family, body, long-term plans, while he is a visionary. So he's a visionary, he has big plans. There might be some sort of big picture person coming into your life or being present in your life, playing a role here. You might be the big picture person saying, okay, I have great plans now. This is a great plan. This is where we're going to go now. The King of Wands talks about experience and making wise decisions. Could be somebody who's very inspirational. You might be very inspired and motivated to now achieve those long-term plans and to take action. But with the King of Wands, there could be wise advice. There might be somebody who says, I've done this, so if you want to achieve this, I can help you and I can support you and advise you. So there might be a coach in some shape or form helping you. You might be the coach. You might be helping others now. That might be something here as well. But this is about your visions for the future. This as well, but again, this is more about the long-term plans, how to achieve something now in the long term, and this is about, okay, what are your visions? Where do you want to go? So it's a very similar energy in that sense. So I would say let's clarify those kings. Let's clarify those kings. And what do we have here? The answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. So Gemini is very communicative. So the answers you see could come through some sort of communication. So what is the King of Pentacles about? The King of Pentacles can also talk about a stable long-term relationship for some of you. That there might be somebody who's in your life for a long time. So the King of Pentacles. I feel like somebody is preparing you. Somebody is preparing you who's very pragmatic. Again, can be a man, can be a woman. I feel like you're getting some sort of advice for the future that is going to make you feel stable and secure, that is going to help you integrate more stability into your life, into your long-term plans. But this is, I feel like, about some sort of advice that you're gaining, where it's also about letting go of the past, letting go of past behaviors. Maybe there is a specific person you need to let go of, you need to forgive. So this is all about acceptance, forgiveness, accepting a situation and experiences the way they were, integrating those experiences with the power of acceptance, and therefore making your heart lighter again, and therefore being again more positive and optimistic for the future, and actually being ready for a new beginning. So what is the King of Wands about? What is the King of Wands about? It almost feels like somebody's very serious here. The King of Pentacles is like, if you're serious about this, if you really want to let go of the past, let go of the things that burden you, if you really want to be free, then this is what you need to do. But it's a long-term approach. It's like a step-by-step progress or process. Don't jump ahead. Don't be too quick. This is not a quick thing. This is about being patient. There might be some obstacles to overcome. The King of Wands. The King of Wands. What's the energy? Can we get more information about the King of Wands? And this is interesting because we do have the Princess of Pentacles, which is about investing. So this whole thing, somebody's giving you wise advice about where to invest your time, money, energy, or your work. So there's somebody who can help you setting a solid foundation, the groundwork. There might be an offer connected to business, finances. There might be an offer connected to home, a new home, and a new relationship, or something that is connected to building a solid foundation within a relationship, within a situation, within an area of your life, within yourself. And I do feel like there's a lot of help and support coming towards you in terms of you're going to get so much help with advice, people who know what they're talking about, where you can benefit from their experiences so that you can integrate, have a new beginning, have a new solid foundation within yourself, which in a way you have, and you're gaining this more and more, or within a certain area. There might be somebody who's going to offer you something. Maybe you're going to be offered a relationship, somebody who says, I really want to be in a solid, committed relationship now. Or if you are in a relationship, this person could be very mature and say, listen, I want this new beginning. Why don't we start this? Why don't we do this? Why don't we invest in this or that? Why don't we work for this now? And this whole thing. So therefore, those two kings can be one and the same person as well. Somebody who's very grounded and stable and secure, and at the same time very, very experienced and has big, big visions for the two of you. That might be something as well. You can be the king here. So maybe this is all you, and you are deciding now where to invest your time, money, finances. That's the same, your time, your energy into in order to build up something that is now going to be part of your stability, or is going to be part of your life long term. All right. Cancer, this is your reading for February. I hope this reading helps and supports you. If it does, you can help and support me and the channel by liking the video, by subscribing to the channel, or sharing this video if you feel like somebody else could benefit from these information as well. So I'm looking forward to your next reading.